Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hey. Hey. So let's start. Okay, we are 10 minutes already late. Apologies for that, but we were waiting for you to arrive on time. And we have some last check-ins there. Don't pay attention to that. But so, okay, let's start then. Welcome to the 18th DevOps and Agile talk. So thank you very much for coming. As usual, our event has brought together some of the most well-known specialists in the DevOps and Agile space. And today, not only we have something new to learn, but also we have a very special gift for the lucky one. And from our general sponsor of the day today, that is Terra Sky. So round of applause. And you may know now that at the entrance we informed you that there is an opportunity for you to participate in the contest for a gift. And against that, our Terra Sky guys gave you a number. So keep it with you. You will need it. And for the instructions, just wait for instructions at the end of the event, right? But so the hint is here. Really pay attention, because this is all about your listening skills, if you know what I mean. And really enjoy the event of today. But okay, so let's get right into it. You already see that we have not 2, but 3 amazing speakers for the day. And let me just give you the view on the agenda. It's very packed. And just to give you a bit of drill down, we will start with a little bit of intro. There will be a brief icebreaker. Our first speaker is going to be Justas Krikštuonis on the technical topic. We will then have a break, which will be followed by a DevOps karaoke. And the second part is going to be our Agile part. It's really about the Agile topic, led by Vladimir and Maria. Yes, and obviously, last but not least, we will have a lightning talk and a gift quiz. So that is going to be the activity for the day. And obviously, this is the official part, and around 9:30, we will step into the unofficial part of the event. Now, so that's the agenda. A little bit about us and about the intro part, right? So DevOps and Agile is a community one of a kind, because we bring together technical and non-technical specialists in 2 spaces of DevOps and Agile. And we are trying to create a synergy between the 2 together, right? And so this is really the space for us to socialize. Let me just give you the goals here, yes? This is really the space where we can socialize, share knowledge, also make new friends and acquaintances, professional and personal ones. And this is also where we grow together as a community. And hopefully we make you also happier as specialists, and better at things that you do on a daily basis. Now, I will step back here. So that's the core team. And I would like let's make some noise for the core team, because without them, we wouldn't be here. So kudos to me. All right, let's get on. Now, if you want to connect with us, you have here Slack channel, yes, that we have. We also have LinkedIn page, we have Facebook page, we have Meetup group, and we also have our official website, right? So if you want to connect with us and really stay up to date with our activities, please follow us, connect with us, and let's create the community together. Now, it's also a great opportunity for you if you have a topic you would like to share your knowledge with the rest of the community, right? You also have an opportunity to become one of our future speakers, right? So you're always more than welcome. So 2 options how you can do that. So either you can approach one of the core team members today at the event, or you can also fill out the form that is going to be shared with you at the end of this event, right? So the option is there. And obviously our organizer, so thank you organizers for this event. Sponsors, we wouldn't be able to be here with our sponsor, Workland, for amazing space, really holding us together here and allowing us to hold these events here. Andre, thank you very much for being the representative. Would you want to share any words about the Workland or come and work? Come and work. Workland is really a nice place for co-working as well. Thank you very much. Obviously, last but not least, our general sponsor is Terra Sky today. So thank you very much, guys, for coming and joining forces together and really making this event happen. So thank you, guys. Okay, icebreaker. Right, we have 5 minutes for this. Now, when you came into the room, there were stickers on your chairs. Not really stickers, but cards, right? So hope you still have them. So please, everyone stand up. Please stand up. Slim Shady. All right. Yeah. All right, so now you have a card with a question. Now, what do? You have 2 neighbors on your right, on your left. You have a question. Now, what you do? Hold up, just listen up. Now, you turn on your right. Yes, you present yourself. You ask a question. Your neighbor replies and presents himself, herself to you. You switch the cards. You look your left. You do the same, basically. And hopefully the neighbors, you really don't know them. So that's a game of getting to know more people in here. Now, I hope it's all clear because we have 5 minutes for this. So first you look to your right, you do the thing, you switch the cards, then look to your left, do the same. And then once you have done it, please sit down so we know who have done the words. All right, so 5 minutes. guys. And without a further ado, we will proceed to the first speaker of today. And that is going to be Justas Kristaponis. He is the CTA of TerraSky Europe, a specialist with expertise in private cloud area and complex projects. He has an extensive knowledge in networking, cloud, and container orchestration technology. So welcome, Justas, on stage. Do you need HDMI?
No. So, Mr. Slides director, please switch to my screen.
Oh, on your screen. Everything needs an HDMI.
Okay.
The evidence of that.
Okay, right, not my point got up. Okay, so my name is Justas, as I was introduced, and I'm your neighbor from the south. I come from Lithuania, and unfortunately, my presentation is the first one. So you didn't have a chance to grab a beer or two, so I'll have to do it in English. Otherwise, I will do it in Lithuanian, and we will understand each other with no issues. So I'm going to talk today about Anthos. And what is Anthos? Is Google Cloud's family of products to help modernize your applications running on Google Cloud, on-prem, or on our clouds. And what does the Anthos solve for you? So it helps you to manage your Kubernetes clusters wherever they are at scale. It helps you as a developers to have unified experience, whether you run your application, is it Kubernetes on-prem or on cloud, no surprises, same API, same products, you can focus on your code, not on infrastructure. And what does it help for our infra team? It helps to modernize your existing applications, because in the toolset we have even the tools to convert your virtual machines to containers straight away if you don't want to refactor. So what is at the core of Anthos stack? It's Google's Kubernetes engine. So this is the first managed service in the world, which was launched by Google in August 2015, a little bit less than a year when Kubernetes project became public. So this is like really headrunner. I think AWS launched 3 years or so later, Azure even more. So this is industry leading, I would say, Mercedes or Tesla of managed Kubernetes offerings. So there you get everything integrated, logging, monitoring, scaling, metrics collection, all the service meshes, everything is at your finger, not like you have to go in, find the complex instructions, add CRDs, and so on. And full Anthos product stack consists of our Kubernetes engines. It can be attached clusters, so other Kubernetes engines, for example, Rancher, AKS. It can be running on Google Edge, on your Edge, and it involves also a whole bunch of additional products which you put inside the Kubernetes, for example, for operations management, with contain monitoring and logging. For security, we have service meshes, policy configurations, infrastructure management. For service management, we have managed Istio. For application management, we have CI/CD tools. So we have full toolset for end-to-end delivery of your application inside Kubernetes. And to manage Anthos clusters, you have 3 choices. First one you can do through UI inside Google Cloud, where it's very easy, click. Done. You will have created the cluster wherever you want, in Google Cloud, on-prem, or other cloud. You can also create clusters using kubectl as CRD manifests. So for automation, or if you prefer that way, you can do creation through there. Also, you can use Terraform. And the 4th way is to use Google Cloud CLI commands, gcloud. And same commands are applicable for either attached or Anthos Kubernetes clusters. So let's now dig deeper in Anthos services. What do they contain? So first one is the connection to Google Cloud. So when we connect non-Anthos GCP cluster, we get Connect agent installed into that cluster. And that agent is quite simple deployment, and it makes connections outside by itself to Google Cloud. So no need of complex firewall rules where you need to one-to-one NAT to the deployment, nothing. Your cluster can be, as usual, private, does not even have any ingress connection configured. As long as it can go out through usual NAT, you are good to go. And what does it do, and what happens when you disconnect it? So nothing happens. In the short term, you just lose some of the functionality, for example, to manage your cluster from Google Cloud GUI until the connection is reestablished. But your workloads running in the cluster, they run as they have been running. If you have some local dependent CI/CD pipelines which does not belong to outside connections, they continue running. And Google support also is applicable when you are disconnected. If you have some problems, something's broken, your connection is broken, you can call Google support, they still help you. And if you are deploying something in China, I don't know why you should be doing it right now, but I have it in the slides. So yeah, Anthos provides full list of APIs it connects and is actually compliant to Communist Party. and if someone is forcing you to do that, technically you can do it. So but let's not do it, but we have that option too. So unless China comes and occupies us, so here you go. So Connect Gateway is another tool. So Connect Gateway helps you to connect to your Kubernetes clusters to use your kubectl Kubernetes API to any cluster in the fleet. So using Connect Gateway, you can connect with same credentials, same flow to Kubernetes clusters on Google Cloud or for example, to AWS EKS cluster or cluster on-prem. So it will be the same experience. You get the credentials for the first time, you connect to a cluster, and then kubectl get pods if you have the rights to that cluster configured by administrator. That's all you need to do. Connect gateway agent gives you the same experience. No need to have 3 different CLIs for 3 different clusters running everywhere. So for fleet management, we have centralized management plane inside Google Cloud where you can manage all the features installed in your clusters centrally, enable, disable them, configure them, for example, service custom settings, or config management, custom rules. So everything is in one place, centralized, and it's applicable to all the clusters, Anthos and connected clusters. Anthos Config Management is Google's GitOps tool, similar to FluxCD or Argo CD. We put our manifest in the repo, Anthos Config Management, syncs them in our clusters. What's also interesting to this tool that it integrates OPA policy controller. For example, you can have your OPA policies inside your Git repo and sync them through config manager, not do it manually in each cluster. And it has additional config connectors, not only manage your resources inside Kubernetes clusters, but the same approach can be used for GCP resources. So the same way you create deployments, services, everything else inside Kubernetes clusters, using the GitOps approach, you can do the same flow for GCP resources too. Anthos Service Mesh is managed Istio Service Mesh from Google Cloud. So you can install Service Mesh very easily with few clicks or few commands in any Anthos connected cluster. And what it solves, it simplifies a lot Istio installation, and as it gives you centralized certificate authority, all multi-cluster connections, that painful part of Istio is here automated, plus updates also are automated. So two most ugly parts of Istio are solved with Anthos Service Mesh, and now it's 5 minutes deal to install Service Mesh and start using it, especially if you're doing multi-cluster Service Mesh. Cloud Run for Anthos. So Google has Cloud Run service inside its public cloud. Quick overview of what it is. It's a simplified way to run containers. Basically, you have a container image, you provide some environment variables to inject it, you launch it, and that's enough. You can launch it running on Google Cloud. All the networking is done automatically, all the running is done automatically. So you as a developer don't need to know anything about Kubernetes deployment services, any complexity. You just have to have container and what you want to inject as environment variables to it, and you can run it. So Cloud Run for Anthos clusters basically allows you to use this service, which you will have if you try anywhere, not on Google Cloud. You can run it on your on-prem or on other clouds. And for CI/CD from Google Cloud, we have Cloud Build, which is full SaaS service from Google Cloud that it can also run with private runners. And with Anthos, we can have it in a hybrid mode, so run it on-prem using Tecton. So if you know who Tecton is, so it's open source CI/CD toolkit used by Google under the hood. VMware uses it in a bunch of products, so it's really cool CI/CD tool who's like Kubernetes native with all native Kubernetes logic. And for cloud operations, so all the cluster logs, metrics, application metrics can go to Google Cloud, where you can easily use logging, tracing tools, profiling tools, which are included with Google Cloud, and have a real easy interface for your monitoring and logging needs. So no need to set up a like Elk Stack, your own Prometheus, some third-party tracing tools like so everything you can get from Google Cloud. And the last Anthos service which is available to you, a rich marketplace where you can get a lot of pre-configured solutions which you can install into your Kubernetes clusters managed by Anthos. And this includes, as you can see, from like RabbitMQ installers, HashiCorp products, whatever. There are hundreds of services certified to run on Anthos, and if you need some custom database or WordPress, for example, you can do it with one-click install from Marketplace. And most of these products disconnected. It's coming back. So yeah, as I was, from Marketplace, lots of free products just pre-configured for you to install inside your Kubernetes clusters, and there are some also paid versions of these products too with the license. So let's talk now about Anthos deployment options. How can you get Anthos clusters running? So there are two main ways how to consume Anthos. Either full platform, so this is Kubernetes Engine plus additional services, or you can bring your own Kubernetes engine, so-called attached clusters, and install only additional services like service meshes, config management, and so on. And for attached clusters, there is a bunch of validated clusters like EKS, AKS, OpenShift, Anshare, and Kind. But it also works with most other ones. We are just not certified. So your mileage may vary. These ones are 100% approved. Other ones, plus minus work, and will be later included into the list. So how does Anthos on AWS or Azure look like? So we get created GKE cluster using AWS EC2 VMs as nodes. We are using ABS for persistent storage, and we are utilizing AWS native ELB and ALB for load balancing and IAM policies. So only software which is inside of EC2 or so Anthos is using as much as possible managed services from AWS. For Azure, it's the same story. We reuse Azure services for VMs, load balancing, and storage. And the rest of it comes from Anthos multi-cloud management API, which runs in Google Cloud, and through it you interact with the clusters. How can we run Anthos on-prem? So we have two options. Either we run it Anthos on VMware, or we run it on bare metal. Anthos on VMware, including all features, has auto upgrades, auto scales, and auto provisioning, because Anthos connects to vCenter APIs to provision virtual machines, and we can have auto scalers, auto healing, and auto node provisioning. For bare metal, scaling is more manual because it's bare metal, so we have to pre-provision the node VMs ourselves to our operating system, but the rest of it is automated. So how does the Anthos look when running on VMware? So we have three components: admin workstation, admin cluster, and user cluster. So what is one? Admin workstation you usually use one time when deploying first cluster. So admin workstation comes as a template from Google, and with a few easy commands it gets deployed into your vSphere environment. And after that, you connect to admin workstation and initiate admin cluster creation. Admin cluster, when it gets created, it's the central management point of all your Kubernetes clusters inside that VMware environment. So this admin cluster provisions user clusters which you usually use, because in admin cluster you do not run your workloads. It is purely to manage and orchestrate your other Kubernetes clusters. Anthos on bare metal is quite similar to Anthos on VMware, just except from like a separate admin cluster, we can have it in hybrid mode, since usually physical machines are quite large, so just have few physical servers for admin cluster would be a waste of resources. So you can run it in hybrid mode if you have a smaller deployment and combine admin cluster with user cluster. In larger environments where you have few hundreds of clusters, of course you can go full separate admin cluster to user clusters. And for technical specifications, so what do you need to do from your side to get Anthos on bare metal cluster? So you need to provide obviously a server, then install it with supported operating systems. So currently Red Hat, CentOS, and Ubuntu are supported. Almost latest versions for Ubuntu only LTSs. Smallest node can be 2 cores or 4 gigabytes. By the way, nodes does not have to be strictly bare metal. So if you have virtual machines on KVM or other virtualization system, it also works. So it just have to be independent VM. So for load balancing, bare metal uses either bundled, which is metal LB, or you can use your external load balancing. For example, if your organization, if you have F5 or Citrix load balancer, you can integrate with Anthos clusters. And for storage, it's a broad choice left for you. So if you have some storage which has CSE driver, you can use that one. You can use some virtual storage like Portworx or Ceph. And That's what you need to do to enroll. So basically, you install the supported operating system, add the SSH key from Antos admin cluster, and that's it. You go to admin cluster to create a cluster specification, just provide cluster nodes IP addresses or FQDNs, what you want to include, that's it. Apply that CRD, Antos automatically connects to a host, installs all required packages, pre-configures the node, and after plus minus 5 to 10 minutes, that node is already in ready status, and you can use it to run your workloads. And we have another option. So Antos, we can use Antos for VMs. So if we have Antos bare metal option, we can also provision on the same nodes which are running our containers, virtual machines, and manage them like containers with Kubernetes manifesto. So instead of container, full-fledged virtual machine will be launched. And you can save on virtualization license. New feature coming is also vSphere integration with same Kubernetes definitions that you can run your machines. And another option how to run Antos is Google Distributed Cloud, and it has two flavors how you can run it. So one is Edge option. Edge option is when you get from Google few racks of hardware, and it runs Antos GK clusters on them. So and you manage them from Google Cloud, and it's like full HCI solution. So storage, networking, everything included. So you don't need to worry about hardware specifications. You just pick like 3 rack servers, 6 rack servers, 9 rack servers, and Google ships them. You connect them. After a few minutes, you can use them from Google Cloud Console. And distributed cloud hosted. This is ultimate private option from Google Cloud. So it comes in multiple racks, and it's a custom option to get private Google Cloud solution. So it's fully customizable, and then you can run multiple Google Cloud services. But it's for like very large deployments of customers. For example, if you are government and you want to apply private. So yeah, another slide about cloud hosted options. So from rack to hundreds of racks, leading from OEMs. I haven't seen anyone who would be capable of buying this one except governments. So to sum up about Antos Stack. So we can manage our Kubernetes cluster fleets effectively. We can provide our developers unified experience whenever we run our workloads, and we can modernize existing applications. And now, demo time. For demonstration, I will show Antos clusters running on VMware. So this is our lab, which has a couple of VMware servers. And this is basically our Antos deployment. So we have admin workstation, we have admin cluster VMs, and we have Antos cluster VMs running. And from VMware side, everything was done, all the provisioning was done automatically from admin workstation up to the end host. How does it look from Antos side? So this is our cluster fleet management page, where we see that we have 3 clusters in the fleet. So 2 of the clusters are running on VMware, 1 on Google Cloud. So we have admin cluster and user cluster. We can see at glance about our capacity, utilization, and it can contain lots of other clusters, like clusters running on AWS, Azure, or OpenShift. We have our workloads view, where we can inspect what's running inside our cluster. And we have one deployment which is called Testas, which now we have scale 0 of 0. Because I'm using Antos Cloud Run on Antos, and I have created a service. It's quite simple. Just runs a container which shows you some hello world page, and as you can see, it's quite simple. So as a developer, you need to provide a container image URL, container port on which it listens, give some resources, scaling. Do we allow it to scale to 0? We can give some environment variables, secrets or config maps, and that's it. And we deploy it. And we can look how it looks. So it's loading because I have allowed it to scale down to 0. And if we refresh, I just send one HTTP request to it. And now it's automatically scaled to 1. And if I was providing more load, it would scale up, up, up. What else do we have? We have service mesh view. We can inspect all our microservices running in service mesh. I only have a couple of one. I have config management installed into my cluster, so I can check what's the status, how it's doing, intentionally keep it with errors. So at once we can check how GitOps is running. We can add more clusters. We can also check our OPA policy controller, how many clusters have installed policy controller, which clusters have violations. Maybe I have to do some remediation. And security. And the main thing of Antos on VMware cluster management, I can easily manage this cluster from GUI, so I can upgrade it. I can check my nodes running. I can even create new node pool. So we just provide a name, size, boot disk size, how much nodes, do we enable autoscaler, we can add labels, stains, all the standard stuff. And the new node pool will be created. So I will not create right now because my lab is almost out of resources, so I cannot afford having more. And since I'm running Connect Agent, my cluster is fully private. Control plane, all the nodes, everything are under private addresses, but even without VPN, I can run kubectl commands through Connect Agent. So no need of complex networking. And my connection is secure because it goes to Google Cloud. I am authorized against Google, and Google proxies my connection to kubectl of a cluster. And since we are talking about VMware, so how does the VMware and Google Cloud come together? So we have another offering from Google Cloud. It's called Google Cloud VMware Engine. And in short term, saying what it is, it's one-stop shop to get your VMware and cloud resources from Google Cloud. So you get a automated deployment of VMware SDDC, and you can use all Google native services because VMware Engine offering is connected with Google services through 100 gigabit low latency connection. So with no issues, you can use any Google Cloud native cloud service. For example, you can use data warehousing, you can use S3 storage from Google Cloud and not worry about connection quality, latency, or throughput. And you get a unified management UI for your cloud and VMware resources. So why to choose Google Cloud VMware Engine? Because it's obviously integrated with Google Cloud, but it also is optimized to run inside the cloud. So you just use it as a VMware user. You don't need to care about node upgrades. You don't care about hardware. You don't care about replacements, spare capacity, anything. So you just use it and scale it as you need. You need for project for 3 months additional capacity, you order additional nodes. When these nodes are not needed, you return it, you do not pay for it. You no need to buy hardware, wait 3 months till it arrives, install it, use it, and then what to do, sell it on eBay or sell it to your friends. So here, use it when you need it. And 4 main cases where you use VMware Engine. So first one is if you need to extend or migrate your data center. So if your current data center is in lack of capacity or hardware is too old and you are thinking, should I buy a new one? You can extend or migrate to Google Cloud without any refactoring of your applications or anything. You can just lift and shift VMware machines from your on-prem to Google Cloud. Another popular option is disaster recovery. You can run minimal configuration VMware Engine on Google Cloud side and just replicate your data to a cloud. And if the disaster happens or you need to do this EDR exercise, you scale up your cluster to run your workloads. When disaster ends or exercise, you return unneeded nodes and keep running as you are. Another popular use case is for VDIs. For example, you have a burst of new workers coming for seasonal things and you need suddenly increase the capacity to a few thousand of VDIs. You also order additional nodes, use it when you don't need it, return. And for app modernization, since all the native cloud services are in place, you can modernize your applications at your own speed. So you can move your application as it is to a cloud, and then part by part start decoupling it from monolith. For example, move from NFS to cloud storage, add some buff services, include some containerization, and modernize at your own speed and not do like one big bang approach. Another use cases are, for example, if you have some strange licensing configurations like Oracle, where you need to license your physical hardware for specific orgs. And in the cloud, it's usually hard to do because we are running on virtualization under huge clusters. So here you can license few of your nodes of your VMware engine and put all your strange Oracle or Microsoft databases. So what do you get when using offering? So one node is giving you these parameters. It has 36 physical cores or 72 with hyperthreads, 768 gigabytes of RAM, and about 20 terabytes of all-flash storage, which is used by vSAN. And networking, as mentioned, is full 100 gigabits per second. And inside it, from VMware software stack, you get vCenter, ESXi, and NSX with vSAN included. So how long does it take to create a cloud? It's multiple clicks. You provide name, select the location, node size, input the networking parameters, so network insider and private cloud creation is initiated. Usually it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to create your VMware private cloud. In some cases, in less used regions, it might take 2 or 3 hours. And we have some tests from the inside, so very low latency between VMs running inside VMware cloud. As you see, we achieve more than 30 gigabits throughput between 2 VMs running on VMware Engine, and this is without any optimizations done. It's pure Debian VMs just taken from the ISO install, and that's it. No additional tweaking. And it's all integrated with your Google Cloud native service, so no additional builds. So you get the same bill. You can use Google Cloud Identity to log into VMware part, use same access control, same support channel, networking, everything. And how do you connect to your on-prem? So you have two choices, either VPN option or by cloud interconnect, which will be provided by some of your connection partner, for example, local telecom providers. And some financial slides, so you save on time, on money, comparing with on labor costs, since you don't need to manage this one. So basically, your infra team can go and do other things like automating Kubernetes and containerization instead of swapping drumsticks. And that's it from my side. So thank you for listening. And
Audience, maybe you have any questions to Justas?
When I run Antos cloud, where the master node should run? Should it run on Google or can?
so if you are running Antos cluster on Google Cloud, you are using Google Cloud Kubernetes Engine. So masters are also running on Google Cloud. But in general, where you run your Antos cluster, so masters are in the same place where your workers due to latency constraints and everything. So there isn't like that masters run on Google Cloud and your user nodes are on your own premises. So they run together in the same place.
You mentioned before variables which can support where Antos take where.
I'm sorry. That car was going, I could not hear you.
Can Antos work with some variable storage like system parameters in database or hashable or something else? How it take a variable which should be
Yeah, so if we speak about storage, so Antos integrates through CSI with any compliant storage provider. So if you want your persistent volumes to be brought by Rook Ceph, it works because
not persistent volume. Variables. Variable secrets.
Yeah, secrets. So you put it yourself. So Antos can work with HashiCorp Vault because it's just Kubernetes cluster. So if you have Vault, it doesn't matter. So secrets, it's pure Kubernetes thing. So if you inject your secrets through Vault operator, for example, so Antos is compatible with that one. No issues. You can use it. If you're running on Google Cloud, you can use them from Google Secrets Manager.
But it cannot run this system manager. This kind of
if it's inside Kubernetes, if it's not like external, because it's CNCF compliant Kubernetes cluster. So what could you run inside any other Kubernetes cluster? You can run inside Antos Kubernetes cluster.
Thank you. Anybody else? Any question?
This is probably something you've answered a million times. A lot of this you can do with Rancher, for example. What would be your main feature that you say are better than Rancher or that Rancher doesn't have?
Well, Rancher has some of the features which Antos provides, but since Antos gives you full portfolio, so it has more mature Kubernetes engine, I would say. It has more products and I think better load balancing options because Rancher does not provide you also when you run it with load balancer or storage. Well, Longhorn somehow it has, but overall Rancher stack is just smaller. Of course, it depends on your use case. If you just launch a simple cluster and use some simple deployments, no service meshes, no config managements, no log exports or anything, then yeah, these ones are pretty much equal, and the rancher is for free, so you could go. But if you want to run your application, because why I am coming to this, we work in Lithuania with a lot of fintech startups, and we have lots of compliance reasons. And this simple cluster, when you want to pass all financial institution stuff, it's not enough. You have to enable end-to-end encryption and so on and so on, and you need to add these things. So with Rancher, pretty quickly you have to go outside its ecosystem to get these products. Anthos pretty much carries you to the end. So Anthos just has more features and gives you support included, plus nice GUI and everything. And you can do it in multiple ways. And also another plus, most of Anthos products, they are open source based, just Google provides managed service of these ones. So even if you want to move out of Anthos ecosystem, you can replace almost all of the services with open source ones. So whatever work you invest into building the Anthos cluster, you can easily export it to do it your own cluster. It's not proprietary technology.
Any additional questions, comments, feedback?
Are you currently using Compass professionally and with clients using any approach other than GKE, other than Google?
Yeah, I have some clients who, for example, use Anthos service mesh between attached clusters and Google Cloud clusters. So I would say from all the products, besides the Kubernetes engine itself, which is like dominant one used by almost anyone. So second one is service mesh, because as I said, when you try to establish multi-cluster service meshes with Istio on your own, when you got into common certificate management and these egress, ingress gateways and trust between them, it becomes pretty much a nightmare, especially when you need to rotate the certificates. You can set up pretty quickly, but when 6 months or 1 year when passes, when certificates start expiring, oh boy, things go wrong. So Anthos service mesh at this point is like your sanity saver. Other products are taking up popularity slowly. VMware bare metal, I get a lot of interest in bare metal one because that one looks very attractive because you don't need to pay for VMware license. Basically, if you have some servers on-prem, you can reuse them. And especially when you can run also virtual machines for that part which you cannot containerize, it becomes pretty appealing option. Some clients even do some ML training on this, like Anthos bare metal clusters with their whatever GPUs we found laying around thrown into. So
All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Justas. Present for you. So thank you very much for your presentation and demo. Thank you. Yeah, guys, and now it's well-deserved break. Yes, we have 15 minutes break. Go to that room space. There's some food, there's some drinks, so grab some pizza. And there will be music that will be basically saying that you need to get back to the room. You will hear it. But now let's have some break. think so. All right, guys. Are we back? Are we back? Okay, let me just check the ones who are still there. Bye, guys. Closing the door. Guys, we're also waiting for you to come. We will play a game. So this is called DevOps Karaoke, and we have a guest who's going to explain you how exactly does it work. So let's go ahead.
Alrighty. So, those of you who have been here for the last couple of times, we've always played this game. And what it is, it's pretty much a summary of random images, kind of, but not really. But and then you have to make up your own story about the image. The images last 15 seconds each, and then you go as the images go. The images change it, and then you go further with your own story. So you talk about pretty much anything you want, and there's no restrictions to it. You do you. So, and for this game, I do need a volunteer, and if I would like to, yes, please come up. Alrighty, so the whole thing, I think I explained it well enough, so let's get into it. So it should start automatically.
Right, so when you're working at home in your underpants, and that's the best way to work because that's how you get air there, right? So when you're doing that and you need to write a code line, and I don't know what not stonks is, but it's basically meaning that everything goes down because you have to work. And working isn't something we like to do, right? People don't work. So to make someone work, we need AI. But AI right now today was down. ChatGPT was down for like what, an hour? It was the end of the world. So this is how it looks when we go down. But when you're smart, you're smart. AI helps you out every single time. And in an hour, it was back up again, and I was back on working. So when you guys, you're DevOps, right? So you need the same things. You need to work to get money, and AI is the perfect worker for you. So what you need to do is build AI that works for you, and then you get money. It's simple, right? Why doesn't everybody do? Well, because not everybody has a banana peel, and you don't know how to floss. But no worries, MacGyver knows how to do it. And basically, yeah, that's our product. We have MacGyver. We dug him out because he's old, but it still works. Guess what? He works still with the tape, you know, and some empty bottles. But turns out he built the Matrix, guys. I know you don't believe this, but this is basically made out of Scotch tape, you know. That's all he used. And the naked people are just for fun. This means it's basically the end of the world after that. Because we're all living in the Matrix, right? And this is how it's gonna end, the Matrix part, you know? But because we're completely waking up from this nightmare and understanding that we're limitless beings having a human experience, and maybe sometimes we wake up and think we're Joey from Friends, but most of the time we're still DevOps or developers and we need to make money. But how do we escape from that trap of having to build money? It's by becoming just like SpongeBob and just getting high as a kite and having fun, and you know, and then this is how the world looks. All the people you look at when you're high, that's it. And all you need is just basically a controller to understand that there's a fire behind your back that is basically telling you, that's all, folks.
Alrighty, thank you very much. It was great. It was great.
It was indeed. Thank you. All right, let me just take off this presentation. Let me just get back to. Yes.
Oh, second break.
Right. Okay, so we're here, right? More quiz afterwards. Okay, so we are already at the second part of this event, and second part is dedicated for agile space, and we have actually two speakers in one, if I may say so. Vladimir and Maria, welcome. Let me just introduce you. So, Vladimir and Maria, they are two agile transformers with broad expertise in agile project management, coaching, art therapy, and other related creative fields. So, yes, thank you guys for joining us here today. Okay, and the floor is yours. I will be taking this slides. And Andrea, you will help
We
me.
can have more light.
Perfect. Yes.
Okay.
And hello. Hello.
Hey, how was pizza? And the rest? What you are looking for now?
Fine. Okay, that's great.
Anything else? More info.
More what?
More info.
More info.
About
See?
the topic you're talking about.
Okay.
What about Agile? Raise your hand who knows what is Agile.
What is that?
That's good.
I thought it would explain this talk.
Oh, not really. but we recommend if somebody have not read Agile Manifesto.
Start with that.
Yeah, start with that. But we will not touch it today. Today's topic will be Agile leadership, and we will play a bit. So don't expect any slides. Zero slides. Yes. There will be just some posters and some instructions, but most of the part it will be your activity. Yes. So, and I'm Maria. Yes.
And Maria have been doing different products, creating products and creating good relations with the IT teams in different industries. Dating portals. Anyone using any? I know you are.
Also,
Mobile telecom, e-commerce. That's Maria.
but now I'm moving a bit to drama therapy and art therapies and so on.
And this helps us to bring more games into teaching, training, agile coaching.
Yes. Vladimir is brilliant agile coach who have even worked with British Petroleum in Georgia and Azerbaijan, and worked not just with IT teams, yeah, but with the guys who are sitting and deciding how to dig more oil and do it smarter. Okay, and yeah, 22 years in marriage together, 2 kids. So
Oldest kid yesterday celebrated.
it's really about our team, yeah.
Let's start with you.
Yes. And first, your task will be to think about what leadership means to you. Find a partner and tell about your ideas and
Vision, what do you think? And go. You have 3 minutes,
3 minutes.
so 1 minute and half to each to tell. Who haven't found partner yet? Raise your hand. We know it. That kind of works.
Yeah, it
People.
yes.
That works maybe with people who have been in some agile events. Yes.
It's
So
like
this is
some kind of flash mob that we will use to make a silence quickly. If you see somebody is raising hand,
yeah. Let's try.
raise
Your hand
and
and
and just finish your conversation, yes, and then we will get to silence very quickly. Yeah. Thank you. Next task, you will have to change your partner and answer another question. First of all, just try to remember your childhood and what was your favorite character from fairy tale. Maybe it's a cartoon, yeah, but the funniest is better, yeah. But what was your favorite character? For example, Little Red Riding Hood. Yours.
Puss in a Boots.
So like this, and you have to tell about this character. Why specifically? Why did you like this character? So find another partner. Start. 3 minutes more. So quite quick.
Yes, flash mob works.
Yes. Thanks. Let's move on. The last partner change will be, and there will be another task. You have to put on this role, this character, and introduce yourself, but to another person. Find another person to talk with, and just came. I'm little bit right. And as a leader, I'm very brave, sometimes even crazy, but I trust others, and I'm happy to help.
Okay. I'm Puss in the Boots, and I'm very brave. I'm strategic thinker, and I'm doing everything alone. Okay.
So something like that. So quite quick as well. 3 minutes. Find another partner. Yeah,
Just a question. Are we all these related to the character exactly? Not the Spencer, but the
yes. As a leader.
So he's
Yes.
So you are now this character. Fair change, last one, and engineer. Is it? Yes.
So Now, a bit of theories as well, but just a bit. Now you will stick in these pairs. Yes. We will give you some random principles of agile leadership. There is a list of 9 of them, just names of them. So each pair will get one of them. And you will have to read it together. And after you read it, you come up with 1-2 minutes short role play how these two characters could interact to each other, but it's such a way that this principle doesn't work. It's totally messed up. Yes. So your task is to mess it as much as you can, yeah. But play your characters that you have chosen.
And to feel more comfortable, you can move around a little bit, move chairs if you want.
Yeah. So, and this will come soon.
Yeah.
I transfer and then pass it on. Next. Yeah.
We hope everyone has some idea how to mess this up, but we need one volunteer here to come here and show us an example. Volunteer, the brave. Yeah, this is the stage. You have this 1-2 minutes just to quickly play and show us.
Yes, you can name what was the principle. Your
Inspiring.
inspiring.
And who are you?
I am Tom from Tom and Jerry.
Great.
I am Ang, the last airbender. Yeah, so should we go with the
Go. Yours.
yeah, so can we use the cheat sheet? Yeah, so I don't have any common understanding or purpose because I am so powerful. I have no purpose that to follow to serve anyone. So and I have no vision in change, no meaning, and there's no meaning to anything because I'm so powerful. Why would I care for anyone else to do anything? So yeah, that's Ankh.
So I'm Tom from the show Tom and Jerry. I don't have any common understanding and purpose. My only purpose is to find and get Jerry. So I don't care about what the house lady thinks or no sense of common space. I just do what I want.
No, any improvisation. What can be
So-
between you? Oh.
Yeah.
Between us both,
Yes.
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 I can't think of anything.
Just go.
I don't have a vision of change. The only vision that I have is of the cheese and to hurt Jerry. So
I can help you with hurting Jerry.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, I can throw rocks. I can drown him. What do you want? But wait, no, that's your goal. I need to follow my own goals.
I was only limited to brooms and sticks with catching Jerry, but if I have Airbender on my side, I can block him with all the elements.
I can also suck his air out of his lungs.
You know. Yes.
We need one volunteer who.
I need to do.
His idea how to improve the situation, that it works, that leadership is improved. But you just replace one of the actors. You decide. You
Oh,
will be Tom or another.
oh, I can be Tom then.
Yeah. And now you try to change the situation.
Play this
But this
again.
it doesn't matter what's written inside that.
Right.
Just
Okay.
you saw the situation. Yeah, they are going to kill.
Yeah.
Forget.
I have an idea. You're all powerful being, so
Okay.
you can help me,
But no.
but
Okay.
I can make it worthwhile because I can make it your goal. Bear with me. There is this mouse that when you sleep is going to annoy the shit out of you. So your goal definitely is the same as my goal, we're aligning. And that mouse needs to go. And you're an airbender. You can, what you said, you can suck the air out, but maybe you can make him just fly very far away.
But I
To
can,
Abu Dhabi.
I can also hide in my rocks. I can also bend rocks, so I can just hide.
Yeah, see, a mouse can just go through the rocks.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Okay. I will suffocate the mouse for you.
Great. Thank you very much. Now you can take it.
It was really important to show you how it will work in the next round. Because now you will have to come together, two pairs with another. If there was threesomes, so please try to find at least two persons that you are five, not more. And you will present to each other as you saw. One role play, and then the other pair sits and looks at what's happening. So we can then see as well who is players and actors at this moment, yeah, and who is watching. Your task is to think how you can improve, because their task was how to spoil this leadership, and your task is to jump in, replace one of the actors to improve the situation. Yeah. So if it goes well, then you will manage to jump in several times. That we haven't asked your partner, for example, to replace another person as well. Yes, but you can do that, and we will give you.
That's 3 minutes for one play and replacement altogether.
Yes.
And then change.
Play.
So,
five for five.
pair, find another pair, yeah, sit and watch others to play. Don't forget to introduce who you are. that in your group now other situations have to be solved. And the ones who scroll can stand. So we invite one pair that thinks their situation is the most funny, the most good to show here. So volunteer to come on stage, one pair, to show their situation. It's better than DevOps karaoke.
The stakes start too high.
And what is on stake?
The one who thinks.
High.
It's lower down. Anyone willing to show their situation? Yes.
Please.
Go!
Belongs to you. And improve yourself. So
No, you can't, because there are some issues. Okay, so how is it going?
what's okay?
So,
Ginger.
yeah. So there was an issue that we were people, right? And the thing is that I'm a chapter, and my leadership had qualities so that I can actually oh, that's exciting. Don't destroy me straight away. Okay, so this is just ginger talks. Do you know who he is? Who are you? But you are a robot from another planet. But oh my. Okay, then I want to say that you definitely shouldn't destroy this world. No, straight away. And that's what happened. The world was destroyed. So, so to change the situation, the dog charter came, right? And we got some suggestions on how to change the situation. So Ginger had to sign a contract with the robot. Yeah, what? Okay. Signed with blood. Right? And in that contract was told like, don't destroy the world, otherwise you will be put into the cage. And so the robot agreed. Oh, yeah. And that's how the world is saved.
Thank you. And now, time to reflect. Please take 1 minute and think in a silence about yourself. What did you learn about yourself as a leader? What you found difficult in this situation, in this collaboration, in this role playing, in a character that you picked? Just think about yourself. What did you learn about yourself?
That's a matter of
In a silence. First. Okay, now, please again join your group and discuss with others. Tell about yourself. What did you find about yourself?
And your leadership and yourself.
Yeah. Share it.
In your groups. Now, when you have shared in your groups, it's time to wrap up with anyone who is willing to share publicly. What did you found? What is your finding? What is your takeaway? Just raise your hand, stand up, and tell.
Okay, I'm the default choice if no one else goes, but I'm not going until someone goes.
I found out that Cinderella was very inspiring because she collected all the mice and birds around her and made them to do the job, right? They helped her, and yeah, yay.
Any other?
Right, so I learned about myself that I actually love being a leader and all those qualities. I love developing. None of them are perfect, but I think that's the point. None of them ever will be. So you're just always developing yourself, which itself is one of the principles.
Third? Any more brave person?
The Braves were gone.
Oh no. No, actually, so my character was B from B for Vendetta. I don't know if anyone knows that movie, but so I actually, after thinking about it deeply, it is actually he was a great leader, and sometimes as a great leader, you need to take a very difficult decision that actually at the beginning might seem very bad and crazy, but eventually, actually, as a leader, you have to have that decision to, take these difficult decisions, even if someone from your team won't believe in it. Once you believe in it and you know how to lead your team to it, you can take that decision.
So you can do it.
Yes.
You?
Who else?
Humor can help break the ice and overcome difficult situations, but it, as most other communication, has to be tailored a little bit for the recipient.
Yeah.
Great. Important thing that we forgot, almost forgot. This take off is the roles. Don't go away somewhere with a character on yourself. So remember your name and what have you eaten today? Yes.
Pizza.
Yeah. This something. So became yourself back, and it was a de-rolling. Yeah? And what we now about the leadership as a summary. So leadership lives anywhere in a company. So any one of you can be a leader, and leadership is an act. It's something that you don't expect that somebody will do, but just do what is possible. And sometimes, even more important, be a first follower. When somebody stands up, just join. And it's also an act of leadership. So you can find these 9 leadership principles online and read it all carefully and study more. But please just reflect on yourself and be better leaders and enjoy the evening. Yes?
Don't those things contradict between each other, like stand up and follow somebody first?
No.
So if you need to stand up, then you should do that.
Yes.
But if somebody else does it at the same time, what should you do?
My thought was when you see that somebody got a brilliant idea and he have bravery to stood up, and you don't know what it is, and probably it is also risky, but all others do not participate in it, then this leadership act doesn't work if there is only one person alone. But you can join, good idea, that if you believe that probably it won't work, but at least you will try and support this person. So supporting
And two
others
people
is also.
is already a team and maybe startup.
And then somebody will join as well. So it
And
also,
maybe unicorn.
yeah. You have to be quite brave to join the first jerk who invented something and believe in crazy idea. Yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted to add, because both times I used my bravery to first go up alone there, and then when they needed the third one, I used the same toolkit bravery to just go in there. So
And Robert as well was supporting. And thank you for all
I wrote here
what you did.
LinkedIn, where you can find us, and there I posted link to these 9 principles. You can find and read more, because now I think if you are interested, you can discuss this within your team, how it works, and come up with something more deep than we can do in these 45 minutes. Thank you very much.
We also have a presentation for you, Maria. Thank you very much. And now we're moving forward with our agenda. Not much left, guys. I know it's late, but we still have something to cover. 2 really important things. Lightning talk by Maris from Terra Sky. Please come on stage. And afterwards, there will be very long-waited activity, right? To really identify who's the winner for the gift of tonight. But yeah, go ahead. Yes. Do we need to turn off the light? Yeah. It won't be too dark there.
All right, hi guys. So nobody's sleeping. Hopefully, I'll be okay. One. Thanks. All right, I will try to be very quick with what I want to bring to you and what I want to say. My name is Maris Priekulis. I'm representing company Terra Sky. Maybe you saw there was one banner there. Maybe yes. Who saw that? One guy. Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, but about Terra Sky, maybe you can raise your hands who have heard something, anything about Terra Sky before you came here. 2 guys. 3. All right. So yeah. So about Terra Sky. This is not very uncommon for me because actually till the beginning of this year we haven't told very loudly about ourselves in Baltic market, because we were actually working more on inner projects that are coming from Google, from VMware, but we have gained so many trust from these big vendors. We have gained so many experience and case studies that we just understood that we want to share. We want to bring on the table what we got, and maybe somebody can use it. So basically, about us, our company was founded approximately 13 years ago, originally in Israel, but right now we have offices in USA, in all Baltic countries, in Riga as well. So all of you are welcome. Our doors are open for you. We can share a coffee and chit chat a little bit. And we're in UK, in Netherlands, and Ukraine. But what do we do? Anybody? All right. So number one thing is Google. So basically Google Cloud, as I would say, there are like 3 pillars on which our company is very strongly based. First pillar is Google Cloud and all the environment around Google Cloud. So basically, for example, Justus today told and spoke about Antos, but there are a lot more. So for example, Looker, which is BI, or BigQuery, which is a storage solution, etc., etc. But basically, right now in Baltics, we are the only one go-to-market partner. And while Justus was presenting, my colleague who is currently in California, he sent me a message that now it's official. We are in Central and Eastern Europe Partner of the Year for the Google. And what does it mean? It means that basically, one, we can build for you proof of concepts for not your money, but for basically Google credits. So it's free of charge for you for all the new services that Google Cloud provides. That is one thing. And of course, support consultations, implementations, because there are like partners who can only resell. We are the guys who do managed services. So basically, we not only resell products, but we can build services for you and with you. Second pillar is VMware. That's why there is this banner as well. And regarding VMware as well, we have gained so many skills working with VMware projects together with VMware that we are actually helping VMware improve their own services. We are testing them for them. We are working as their hands, etc. And this is where we can help, because right now we are the highest level partner, which is pinnacle for VMware, and which means that we have these competencies and we can help you understand what you can get from VMware and how you can add value for your businesses or your workplaces where you work. So basically using VMware services, not only vSphere or vCenter, but we are talking about Tanzu, we are talking about multi-cloud management services, etc., etc. So stuff that basically, for now, I have been in the IT field in Europe, basically working. I know that about this stuff in Baltic states nobody talks. So this is something new that we can bring on the table as well. And third, and finally, it's IT security, because originally, as I told, that company is coming from Israel. In my opinion, basically Israel is like IT security mecca in the world. So basically, from this country comes all the top-notch IT security solutions, and we can cover starting from endpoint protection till managed SOC services, including consultations and training arenas, which we have in Lithuania and Israel, and etc., etc. So these are three things. Now I think you know a little bit more about Teresky. I have 10 seconds more, so these are my contacts. If you want to have coffee with us, chit-chat a little bit, feel free to reach out to me. We'll make it happen. Thank you very much.
Yeah, screenshot contact. Nice.
My contacts, I will send. I can't.
If somebody wants to really take a
Sure.
take a picture.
I can lay it on. Sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Feel free.
Guys, so after this pitch, if I may say so, Mari, you don't go far. You stay close.
I'll be close.
Now is the really the moment, right? We've been waiting for. So that is going to be the activity, right? You actually signed up for to enter the contest for a gift, right? So I'll be sharing now my presentation. So hopefully whoever wanted to take a picture took one.
Okay.
We are going to share a presentation. I promise you that's the last thing before we break. And let me just put it here. So, guys, whoever has registered, right, you have a number. So Maris, Arkadis have given you the number at the start. And, yeah, right, but too fast. And it's coming. And that's the quiz, right? So participate in this quiz. What you need to do, now you have a number. You have to enter this number as your name, right? This way we will be able to identify the winner for a gift. Here you can either take a camera and and the QR code, thank you. Or just join menti.com, enter the code. Yes. And once you have done that, we will move to the next part where you will enter your number. that is given on the card. Yes, please do that because you have registered for this activity, this quiz. And there will be 6 questions. Remember, I asked you actually to carefully listen. That was actually the hint. We will actually check how well you were listening to today's presentations, our speakers. And we have 6 questions. Should be super easy for those who actually listened well. And there will be 15 seconds for each question. It's doable, I would say. Yes? So are you ready, guys? We will have 6 questions, 15 seconds each. There will be 3 leaderboards. We will see who is actually faster. So also one important point to make, you will get more points if you are faster answering the question, right? So faster you answer the question, and that is the correct one, you will get more points. So at the end, the winner is going to be the one who has responded fastest with the most correct answers. Right? Any questions? If not, let's get to it. So here we see 22 players who registered for the contest. All right, here we go. So you see, answer fast to get more points. Look in your phone. We have 4 options. Right. The right answer was 2015. We move on. Now the leaderboard. So, who's in the lead? As you can see, we have also some people who did not register. Or you did not put a number that was given on your card, but that's okay, that's okay. We move on. So as you can see, the fastest for the time being is the person with number 5. Second question. Okay, 1 player already left. Let's move on. Okay, less of a competition. Look at your phone. Again, 4 options.
It says missing.
Right. Okay. Well done, guys. That was pretty easy. Okay. 3rd question. Ready? Off we go. So, Maris just mentioned. Whoop. Yeah, Israel. Oh, no, still. Was it because of Eustace? Okay. 4th question. 4th question. Ready? Ready? Pay attention. Pay attention. So, what was
Jerry, huh?
Sherry? Yes, Eustace. Maybe Eustace is Latvian for Eustace. All right, okay, guys. Moving on. Now, leaderboard. So we had 5th, right? So now, okay, let's check who's the leading player. That is number 6. All right, okay. Okay, we move on. 5th question. Ready? Just mention. Wow. You didn't even need 15 seconds. That's correct. Well done. Well done. Well done. And now, last but not least.
Oh, yeah. Bonus questions.
So, one last question. This is going to be about the agile topic. All right? Whoa, wow, well done. Well, and so I guess now we will see the winner.
Wasn't where it should be.
And the winner is oh. So Sergey, congratulations, but did you register for the contest?
I just typed my
Yes,
name
indeed.
because it's required for name, not for number.
Sorry?
I typed my name because I'm the
Registered, I can confirm that.
Okay, well done. All good. So congratulations, Sergey. What is the and
Should we go there?
yes, please, please, please. Come on stage, guys. Come on stage.
But definitely, Sergey, to fulfill big dreams, you need rest. So that is some rest from Tennis Guy. Congratulations.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you very much for participation. Hope you had fun. Two more things before we really close. We have this. Will this please come on stage?
All right, let's start with that. Do you know what that is? If you do, please raise a hand. It's like 1, 2, 5 people. Okay. Now, you can forget about what that is. So this time I'm trying with a no, which is a bad tactics, but let's try something better. Did you like pizza out there?
Yeah.
Yes? Warm food, that's a nice thing to have, right? Do you like eating at all? Yes. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. That's something what we do there, we have a dinner. Do you like, it's not like meeting other random people, but meeting people, like-minded people. Someone you can talk to. Do you like meeting those? Yes. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's someone you don't know, but you can think. You like that?
Yeah.
What about having a dinner in a way that you don't need to do anything? I know there are people who like cooking, but generally everyone once in a while enjoys just going to a place and getting serviced. Getting served. Right. That's, everyone likes that once in a while, right? You do? Maybe you don't. If you do. Anyhow, so this is an event, it's rather new still. This is gonna be the third time, I think. This person, you can find him in a room. He's actually a pretty popular guy, but I'm not gonna tell you who that is. You come to the event, you find it out. Where do you go? You go to the 3 weeks away, there's a restaurant. You can find the event on the same meetup.com where you registered for this event. It's also there. And then, if you don't know Dagnia, I'm sorry for you. I know her for like 10 years or more. She has been my support for in many ways. A very good friend, also very good at her job. So they two are gonna be at this event. The rest will, I don't know, to push them, drop them with questions. Everyone pays for their own food. We enjoy good evening. We go home. That's it. Who wants to come? I get 5, 6 hands.
See you there. Find it on meetup.com. See you there. See you on 20th of September. The last event was just amazing. I hope that next one is going to be the same. Thanks.
Thank you, Ulrich. Sorry guys, we cannot let you go, but this is really the last thing, right? So thank you very much for coming. I really hope you had a good time. Thank you once again for our amazing speakers, our general sponsor, Terra Sky. Hope you enjoyed the food, pizza, drinks, and thank you. And once again, we would love to hear your thoughts, how you like this event. Please share your feedback here. And we see you next time, 20th of September, or already in the next DevOps and Agile talk in October. So thank you guys.